First name is Kaden, last name McCutcheon. First rate discussions, TheAgSpace, the podcast everybody's been bumping. We talking food production, we talking live.
Welcome everyone. My name is Kate McCutcheon, your host of TheAgSpace, and today I get to interview someone who has a lot of years experience in the wine industry. Let's get straight into this. So, Mrs. Lapitan, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, my name's Natasha Laptian, and I live in Cloverdale. I am a mom. I also work in the wine industry, and I have been doing that for the last 19 years. I've been with the same company for 15 of those years.
Would you like to tell me what your job entails?
Sure. So I'm mostly focused on hospitality, which covers pretty much everything in customer service. My main job is serving our wine and delivering our story about where the grapes come from, the two families that own the winery, and how the grapes come from our grape growers and then to their glass.
So, how do you ensure that your guests get high quality wine that will reflect on your winery?
Well, the best way to do that is for somebody to taste it and make sure that the wine is good. So we have people doing that all throughout the day. But we also buy premium grapes, and that's really where it starts is the grapes. So we have premium fruit sources that we buy from. We've had some of those contracts for over 25 years. So we have consistent yield and product year in and year out, and that makes it really easy to produce high-end wine.
So I know that from a wine grape grower's perspective, they have a lot of winery contract challenges. Mm-hmm. Would you say that you have a lot of challenges in picking out those certain vineyards to pick from?
We have not had any challenges. We've been very lucky to work with many growers that have lived in the area long term and been growing for many generations. We also are very fortunate to have new people approach us that have grapes available because we make such premium wine. They want us to buy their grapes and put their name on our label.
So would you say that your wine is on par with other wineries?
Yes, I would say that. I would say that many try to aspire to be like us.
So what strategies do you use to increase sales and try and just get new consumers?
Well, we're very lucky. We have a very consistent consumer base, but we're always looking to have our guests share with friends or family members, maybe people who haven't had the wine before. We allow our wine club members to send in guests complimentary in their place so that we can share a little more, our reach is a little farther that way. But we're always, attending wine and food events or doing a little bit of traveling to different wine and food events around California to try to bring people up here to Healdsburg and to Northern California wine country.
What would you say is a valuable skill to have in your field?
You have to be able to talk to anybody. And really, honesty is super important. Just, people ask so many questions, and being able to give a real legit answer, whether you know or not, is important. There's plenty of times where I say, you know what, I don't know the answer to that question, but let's find out, because then next time I will know the answer. So definitely those are two very important things.
So how do you stay updated with current trends and new developments in your industry?
A lot of reading, a lot of online articles, and just talking with people in the industry, going to different industry events and staying connected with those who have been around a long time, but also those who are new to this industry and seeing what everybody has to offer.
What challenges do you face in your field and how do you overcome them?
Well, right now, I would say the wine industry is just facing a slower time as far as getting people in the tasting room. And that can be challenging when you're standing there all day waiting for people to come in. So right now, that's the biggest challenge. Marketing is a great tool. Again, word of mouth. We do events in person and online to kind of generate more excitement about the brand and to just get more people involved all the way around.
Why would you say that there is a challenge currently with getting people into the tasting room?
Well, after the pandemic, people just traveled outside of the US a lot, we found, especially immediately as soon as that became available. There was a lot of travel within California during that time for those who were in California. So everybody kind of bailed, um, understandably so. And, the whole industry is facing a little bit of a market change with a generational gap of, up and coming wine consumers and our tried and true customers that have been around the last 20 to 30 years, and kind of bridging that gap and bringing those new people in.
Can you give me any tips for somebody trying to start in your field?
Oh, just go out and talk to people. I mean, as long as you can talk to somebody in this industry, as far as hospitality goes, you can learn about the wine, you can learn about the brand. That can all come behind. But the most important part is being able to talk to people.
So you would say that communication is the most important skill in your industry.
100%. Yeah.
All right, and I think that's all the questions I have for you. Thanks, Mrs.
Fantastic.
Leviton.
You're so welcome.
Today, we got to learn a lot about the end process of the wine industry and how wine gets distributed. I think it was a fire episode.